We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. It's Game 3 of the AL Championship Series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Oakland A's. It's Game 3 of the ALCS. Next. Ray Karnitz gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch.
Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak. And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, if you're on the mound, you better be careful with Maikel Franco. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time.
Ball forward, take the ball. Hey now.
Next to bat will be the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Joey Rosado, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. 0-1, here's the pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. Backhanded. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
Play ball. 3, 4, take the base.
So striding in, Wiz Hammer. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Wiz Hammer.
First offering on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting one out could be a challenge.
Behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Ball 1.
Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
He'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. So digging in now, Wiz Hammer. 0-for-1 here in the early going.
Wiz Hammer.
He's set. Here it comes. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap.
Go, go, go.
Laureano blows through the stop sign, headed for home. He scores as they close the gap to 3 now.
Great piece of hitting here. Men on first, and they're playing him to pull, but he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
First baseman.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Matt Olson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. A throw behind the runner at second, and the runner back safely. Hammer stands at second with 2 gone. Runner goes.
Way to go. You're here. You're here.
Line drive to left.
Make a turn.
That's in there. Base hit. And the runner coming to score from second as they've cut the lead in half to 4-2 now. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Coming to the plate now, Darwell Lugo. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Darwell Lugo.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Bouncer to the left side. Fielded cleanly to second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out, but the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
Play ball. Hey now. 3. Out. 3.
Digging in, Wiz Hammer. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
Hammer.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
He's going to have to take a deep breath. A little bit ultra aggressive at the plate right now after fishing at the first pitch and looking like he was going to commit on that one.
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Scooped up on the backhand. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there.
You know, D-Rose, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second. And guess what? He bought his battery made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some point, because that's some significant hustle right there. It was a nice play. The internal clock of the defender thought he still had a chance at second. Wasn't meant to be.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he misses with it, ball 4. So that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Madara.
The 1-2. Swing and a little blooper to center.
On the bag, on the bag.
Moving in, and the runner from third crosses the plate. And they'll put the brakes on the runner at third, so the bases will remain loaded here with still only 1 away. Now to the plate, Alan Henson, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
Henson.
The 1-1 home. Hard on the ground toward short. Beautiful diving stop. One there. Oh, but he beats it out.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Play ball. Defense. 3. Out.
Digging in, Michael Franco. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Played on the back. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Those jump throws are always some of the most exciting plays you'll see. So here it is again with Show Track. Shows off some great range, and it's still somehow able to get a lot behind the throw as his momentum was taking him the other way. Not everybody can make that play.
Let's play ball.
And that'll bring up Nick Schufo. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Two. Middle. Scooped up. On to first, and the Rays are kept off the scoreboard here as the Rays strand to pick. Next up for the A's, Wiz Hammer.
Now batting, shortstop, Wiz Hammer.
He's set, and the pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
You like the modern style of baseball. Here it is. Both starters kept their teams in the game. It's close right now. Now we hand it over to the nasty bullpens. Let's see what matchups are going to take place.
The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. turned on down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Rounded slowly to the left side. Gonna be a tough play. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Stepping up to the plate, Michael Franco, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Hard on the ground towards short. Hammer moving to. And that's the second out.
Play ball. Ball 4, take your base. Ball 4, take your base.
Stepping into the box, Wiz Hammer. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game.
Wiz Hammer.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ball 1. This is where you got to empty the bucket out on the mound. Throw your best stuff right here, right now, and try and get out of this. If anything catches outfield grass, this game's probably over.
A pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
And a backhanded try into the hole at short, but this gets on by. And a big RBI there as the run scores to make this a 2-run game now.
Oh, and you just know in a game this tight that run could be a big one. Stretches the lead to 6-4, giving their staff an extra run to play with, which always helps. See if they can tack on another one here.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson.
First baseman, Matt.
Naquin, the runner at third. Laureano over at second. Hammer is over at first with 1 away. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score. In now the power-hitting outfielder, Nomar Mazara.
Number 30, Nomar Mazara.
And with first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone. And now a crucial spot. Bases loaded. 2 men gone. And that'll bring up Alan Hansen. The 3-0 pitch. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Man, when you're trailing, you hate to give up any runs, but walking one in is especially painful. Now the lead is extended and a base hit could blow the lid right off this thing.
The left fielder, Tony.
Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping the.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Coming to the plate now, Michael Franco, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Michael Franco.
Ready with the 1-2.
1-1.
Hit hard. Throw in time for the 3rd out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. So. Into the box now, Wiz Hammer. He bats with 2 outs and the winning run at second.
Hammer.
Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
It looked like the fastball got away from him there. Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. That's by him for strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike. Nope.
And a knuckle curve missed that time. 2-1.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Swung out and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses at balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
He got him, and the potential winning run is left stranded at second as the inning is over. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
A close one, 9-8 at the end of the game in this one. The Oakland A's have taken a 2-1 series lead. J.B. Wendelken is credited with the win. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan, please. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. It's Game 4 now of the American League Championship Series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Oakland A's. Game 4 of the American League Championship Series is next. Miguel Almonte is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2026 Oakland Athletics.
Time now for a look at the Rays starting 9. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself.
He's safe. Hand hit him. First base. Ball 4. Take the base. He's out.
Batting fifth, the right fielder.
3-2 pitch.
Alonso.
Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
Let's play ball. Out. You're 3.
Settling in now, Wiz
Batting
Hammer,
third.
as he'll get his
That's
first
shortstop.
opportunity in this one.
Wiz Hammer.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
This offense has been warned. If they didn't know already, now they do know. He's got his A-game fastball with him today.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summerskill, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summerskill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, D-Row. The more that I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Full count. 3-2.
Got to be frustrating for the guy out on the mound, trying to get out of this inning. Had him down 0-2, and now he's worked the count back full. Still 1 pitch away from sitting in the dugout.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Happ is going to have room out there as he puts this away.
Play ball. Out. He's out. Ball 4. Take the base. That's ball 4. Out. He's safe.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for.
So a runner aboard at second here with 1 away. And that means Michael Franco, the third baseman, will bat next.
Franco.
On the ground is short. Hammer. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Let's play ball. He's out. 3. You're 3. Out. Out.
At the plate, Wiz Hammer. He
Athletic.
flew out in his last
That's
at bat.
shortstop.
And the
Wiz
pitch.
Hammer.
This is popped up. Muriel has room in foul territory, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 1-2. Misses. Ball 2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8.
He's out. He's safe. Out. Got him. Out. 3.
Digging in, Wiz Hammer. He got
batter,
called out
number
on strikes his last time
Shortstop.
through.
Yeah, Matty,
Wiz
and hopefully he got it out of his
Hammer.
system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Got him fishing that time. 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
And another foul ball. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Here's Gregory Polanco. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Gregory Polanco.
2-2-2.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. The second for 1. Relay to Olsen, and they turn the double play.
Just a 2-hopper to short. Can't ask for anything easier than that, and they roll up your basic 6-4-3 double play.
Play ball. He's out.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And that gives Nick Schufo a chance here. Here now the 2-2. But this will find the shortstop's glove for the 3rd out of the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with...
Play ball. Ball 4. Take the base. 3. He's out. Ball 4. Take the base.
Striding in, Wiz
batter,
Hammer,
number 2.
as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
Come on, dig,
Takes
dig,
this
dig.
the
You're
other way to
scoring, you're
right.
scoring.
Polanco is there to make the catch, and they'll get out of this with the lead intact. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard.
Play ball.
Now at the plate, Michael
Next for
Franco.
Tampa Bay.
He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
Michael Franco.
Here now the 2-2. Popped up. Trevino will do this himself, and that's the first out.
Play ball. He's out. 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 He's out. 3. Out. 3. That's ball 4. He's safe. 3. 3.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for
Striding in for Oakland, Wiz
Leading off,
Hammer.
48.
He'll start things out here in a
That's
tie
good
ball
stuff.
game.
Wiz Hammer.
And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Polanco on the run, and no one will track it down. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. High in the air out to center field. Happ has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Play ball. 3. Out. 3. Out.
And that'll bring up Nick Schufo. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here.
One
to short. Hammer comes up with it. And a close play at first, but he's pulled out and the side is retired. Down in order go the Rays. Our score holds.
Play ball. 3.
And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference
Here
for your
now is
team,
our final
it's
line
something
score
that
tonight.
won't be forgotten.
MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it.
3. Out. 4. Take the base.
At the plate, Wiz
Batting
Hammer.
first.
He'll get to take
The
his first
shortstop.
cuts here.
Wiz Hammer.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1. Hammer, a 25-year-old. He was selected in the 15th round back in the draft of 2019.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
I think this all stems from the fact that they're trying to make sure the guy at the plate doesn't hurt them at all. And with that base open at first, they might opt to just put him on.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. 2-1. Severino is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, one, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and two, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at bat.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. Now in the box, Wiz Hammer. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
Ball
2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Happ has a play. 1 out.
Play ball. 3. 3. Out. 4-4. Take the base.
Digging in to try it again. Wiz Hammer. He flew out in his last at bat.
Wiz Hammer.
First pitch of the at bat. Fastball laid off well below the knees. The set and the 1-0 pitch. A pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Play ball. Ball 4. Take the ball. 3. Out. Out. He's out. Out. That's ball 4. He stays. He stays. 3. Out. He's out. Out. 4-4. Take the base. Ball 4. Take the base.
Your attention, please.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Ball to second. This could be 2. Reined in. There's 1 on to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
Play ball.
Striding into the box, Wiz Hammer. 0-for-3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. And the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy under wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
1-1 the count now. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Bases are empty. One man out.
Hey.
2-2.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. Strike three. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game?
That's ball 4. Ball 4. Take the base. 3. Ball 4. Take the base. Out. He's out.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And there's no better time.